Everyone, it's Michelle from Country Morning Creations, and I'm so excited to share with you my November monthly Travelers Notebook. Some people call these dailies. I do write in mine daily. I'm never quite sure what to call it, but this is what I write in for November. And so I thought we'll start with this. I will show you my October one. We'll take a flip through of that. I will put the October one into the binder that I have for all of these. And then at the end of this video, I will post a quick process video of how I created this cover. So just going to take this clip off. This clip I got from scrapbook.com, and I don't think it's carried anymore. It may have been by Prima, but I don't know where these are. I grabbed some when I saw someone else using them. I think they're gone now, but you could try. Anyway, I usually get a lot of questions about things that I use in my videos. So as you can see, my November one, I am again using the Tales of You and Me paper pack, and I tend to use a paper pack for a whole 6 months at a time. This is just from the cardstock, and I'll go through this rather quickly because this isn't really much different from any of the other journals I've made, other than I've done some, it's stenciled, but it's raised stenciled, and then I think you can see that then I guess it's called embossing. Anyway, you can see how it was done later. And then I put some gold over that as well, dry brushed it with gold so I get that really, really pretty look. The back, I did leave blank and boring. I may go back and add something to that. Just totally spaced it. Anyway, and then here I have my November book plate on it. And again, right now it's blank. So I actually, and I'll show you that in a minute, I actually decorate each page every day. That way I at least have an opportunity to be a little bit creative each and every day. So I have not started filling this in today. When I'm filming this is October 31st, so tomorrow is the first day of November, and I will start filling this in. Again, I'm using my 28-pound Hammer Mill acid neutral paper that I have coffee dyed also with acid neutral coffee, and I'll post that link below on how I make that acid neutral. And I've had several people ask me to show a process video of how I coffee dye my paper to get this really lovely mottled look on it. So the next time I coffee dye paper, I promise I will do that. Threw in some graph paper for interest. And you'll see I also use these flips. What I love about these flips, this gives me a whole nother area to decorate as well as extra writing space. This is just some coffee dyed tracing paper, some French music. Now I usually don't put any tags in it, but when I show you how to do my cover, I actually show you how I made this tall tag as well. And you'll see that process, so you can see that. And then this was just leftover paper I had from cutting down the 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. And so I have a really cool, and I can't find it right now, but it is in the video following this. Oh, here it is. This is by the paper company, I think. They don't put their name on anything anymore, and I think it's a Hobby Lobby thing because that's where I find mine. But this one you can do a 1.5 inch, a 2, and a 2.5 inch top like this. And I just left them plain. Just left them plain. I have some of this mulberry paper that I get from Amazon. If I can find the link, I will link that below as well. And again, just some flips. 5-hole pamphlet stitch. I love that over the 3-hole. I feel it's just a little bit more secure, and it's really not any more difficult to do. So that is pretty much what I have in here. I have another tag that I've tucked into this. This is French, genuine old French music paper. I get all this from Monahan's Papers. I will link Stephanie below as well if you're interested. So yes, very, very blank, boring, plain journal. However, this is my reusable book cover, and this is my journal from last month, And all I do is I take out my journal and then I put the new one in, tie it in, and then I am ready for the next month then. That won't tie right, of course. There we go. I can tie a bow. I've been tying my shoelaces forever, it seems like. So now this is ready to go for November. And I'll take you real quickly. This was a very unique cover I did. This was a whole bunch of stuff that was sent to me by Stephanie over at My Porch Prints. We did an exchange, a Happy Mail exchange. So I did a very different cover from what I've ever done. So this one has fabric on the outside. But you can see here that I've already decorated each day. These, let's see, this one I didn't use anything, but starting here you'll see what I am. I am a Patreon of, she goes by Planning Janny on Instagram and on Patreon. And she does wonderful planner stuff. However, I use it as my daily inspiration. So I have used a lot of her printed them out as stickers. And you can see I write and write and write a lot. This one, I tried something different and I used my avocado dyed paper. And strangely enough, this was not as fountain pen friendly as my heavier copier paper. So isn't her stuff adorable? I love it. So this is pretty much how I decorate each day. I decorate the pages, and sometimes I put it at the top, sometimes I put it down at the bottom, and then I decorate the flips as well. But you could use any printable. It's a lot of stuff, like for example, if you get like journaling cards, if you'll print things out 2 to a page, they will be made smaller, and that makes a big difference. So last but not least, we are going to put this in the binder that I have made for this half of 2020. And let's just tie this one in right here. This thing is getting really chunky and I have 2 more months to go. So we'll see how well this works with trying to get everything done. If you are interested in learning how to make your own set like this with your own journals, your own reusable book cover, and your own binder, I have a class. It's pretty inexpensive. It's only $35 and I do sell it over on Etsy. And you can find out how to make this whole set for yourself in that class. So you'll get how to make this binder, you'll get how to make a reusable book cover, and although I have shown before how to make a journal, I have included that also. It's pretty simple and straightforward. And I have taken you through all the different steps. I use some pretty old bookbinding techniques that, for me, honestly, they work. And so you might get some new tips. I had somebody comment that this is a great course whether you're a newbie or you've been doing bookbinding forever. So that's where you'll find that, and I will link that below as well. And then here is the video. It's all sped up with some music and all of that, but here's the video on how I did this cover, and I hope I've inspired you to be creative today.